and so today we are going to be talking about a topic. Rewind. I was contacted. Gotta get my thoughts together. Hold on. A subscriber of mine commented on one of my videos and asked about how I started my website or how I created my website. Also, how any tips that I have or advice on how to start a blog. So I told her, of course, that I was going to go ahead and do a video on it because it's too much to say in a comment on how to start a blog, but I thought it was a great topic to have. So if you hear music in the background, don't mind it. That's just going to be the music for the video. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's get into this. So just to kind of touch on the how did I start or how did I get my website, I opened a blog on WordPress.com, and then from there they have where you can buy plans, or you can buy your domain name, and you can kind of set it up and have a website. So I will leave a link down below, but it's pretty easy to set up. I think it was like $79.99 for every year or something like that, and it auto renews, I guess. So that's how I did my website, and I just kind of played around with the different templates and things of that sort to get it the way that I like. So that's how I started my website, and that's how I got it to be www.amysaintmarie.com, is because I bought my domain name and I set it up that way. So I will leave that link down below for you to go and check that out. So now let's get into my tips on how to start a blog, okay? And this can be whether you do a blog as far as like, WordPress.com or Blogger.com, or even YouTube, because it still can be a form of vlogging or however you want to say it. But I have a few handy dandy notes, so let's go ahead and get into this. About when it comes to starting a blog is find what your niche is. Find what you like to talk about, whether it's cooking, beauty, hair, makeup, photography, a topic, psychiatry, relationships, whatever the case may be. Whatever you're interested in, whatever your niche is, find what that is, because that is going to be the core of what your blog is going to be about. For example, mine is beauty, so my blog is pretty much about beauty products, beauty looks, DIYs, things of that sort. So the first thing you want to figure out is what is your niche, and kind of linking with that, I guess you can say also too, is finding a site that you want to start blogging with. So I like WordPress. WordPress is pretty good. And they also have Blogger. Blogger is another one, and I'll also leave links down below for you to go and to check those out. But find out what your niche is. Find out what you like to talk about, your topic. So that will be my number one tip. My number two is introduce yourself in your blog. Let people know who you are. Put a picture up. If you have a blog that doesn't have a picture of yourself or is not really personal to yourself, sometimes it can be a little bit hard for people to actually engage into it. When you put a picture of yourself and kind of introduce yourself, talk a little bit about why you like to do what you do, as far as like if it's photography or if it's cooking, or a little bit of biography or history of what that is, of your niche, or what kind of led you to be into your niche. You know what I'm saying? For example, me, I would say, on my blog or my Etsy website, for example, as well, I have in there a little bit about, how I'm a cosmetologist, how I always had a passion for beauty, how I suffered from acne, and I went on this journey trying to find what worked for my skin, and that kind of launched me into wanting to have my own skincare products, and DIYing things that worked more for my skin, which equaled into me falling into the natural skin journey. Okay, so you want to find you want to introduce yourself, put a picture up, and kind of link into your introduction what you're going to be putting on your blog, okay? Because it just kind of personalizes it a little bit more, I feel, and it kind of makes it seem like you know what you're talking about in a way, you know what I mean? So I would say definitely do that. introduce yourself, you know, your location, you know, things like that. You ain't got to put your address, but LA area, whatever, you know, kind of introduce yourself in your blog so that people can kind of get to know who you are and put a face with what they're reading. The next thing I would say is pictures. Okay, so not all blogs need to be pictures, but if you're photography or if you're cooking or if you're like into beauty, then you want to make sure that you put pictures up because pictures go hand in hand with text in a way. Unless it's a different topic, then I would say be more descriptive in your writing. Because the more descriptive you are in your writing, the better somebody can visualize or get it. It's just like reading a book with a blog. You want to make sure that you make it clear for someone reading it to actually picture it. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't use pictures, if it's a topic that maybe doesn't require really pictures, then I would say create pictures within your words, if you get what I mean. Okay, so be descriptive, use descriptive language, and be very clear and make it like a book so it's interesting. When you read it, it's like, I can see exactly what they're talking about. Okay, so using pictures verbally or word wise as well as image wise, and make sure that the pictures, if you use them image wise, are clarity, because people want to see what you post. Okay, so let's see. The next one will be links. Links. So you want to link your blog to your Twitter, link your blog to your Instagram, your Facebook, your YouTube if you have one. Links. Give people the options to follow you and look for you on other sites. It kind of just keeps the ball rolling around in a circle, you know. Let's say for example you are into cooking, right? And you how can I explain this? Let's say for example you're into cooking and you put out a blog probably once a week about something about cooking, right? But let's say every day in the morning at 8 o'clock you make breakfast for yourself and you post it on your Instagram. But so people who are interested in your blog may be interested in seeing what you post every day for breakfast on your Instagram. So if you link them, that gives them the option of clicking on that and following you on your Instagram, and therefore they can see what you post every morning for breakfast. So it's just kind of like they go like hand in hand in a way. Kind of like with my blog, or my website, I have it where it's linked to my Etsy store, it's linked to my YouTube, it's linked to my Twitter, all of that, so that people can get not just my blog but my other social networks as well. So it's very important to post your links and connect them so that people can see what else you're doing if you're not consistently either posting on your blog. At least that's what I believe. I think it's better that way. Because sometimes you may not post on your blog every day, but your Instagram you may post every day. So that's another one. Consistency. And you guys look at my blog right now or my website, and I am not consistent. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to y'all and sugarcoat nothing. I am not consistent with my website. I need to be more consistent with my website. Figure out your schedule. So if you post once every week, then make sure you're posting once every week. If you're posting every other day, make sure you post every other day. That just kind of gets you on a schedule, and then those who follow you know when to check back with your blog or your website. It just gives those, like, okay, I'm gonna check back every other day because she posts something every other day or he posts something every other day. So consistency equaling out scheduling, and it just makes it easier for those who follow you to, you know, continue to follow you and to continue to know when something new comes out. And that is one thing, consistency, that I have to, at least when it comes to my website, that I have to pick up and kind of put into maybe a schedule or something, because y'all, it's bad. If you were to go check out my website right now, I'm so behind in like upgrading it, but consistency. And the last tip that I have is, I guess, the ending goal. What results do you want to see from your website or your blog? Whether it's you have an online business and you want to kind of use it to promote an online business or a business in general, or maybe it's just a hobby of yours, or maybe like what do you want to come out of it? You know what I'm saying? Usually I like to set goals for my websites, for my YouTube videos, because I just think it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of fun for me. I'm kind of a goal oriented person, so I like to go, okay, so what do I want from my website? What do I want from my YouTube channel? What do I want to gain? Do I want to gain more subscribers? Do I want to gain more clients? Do I want to gain more customers? Do I want to eventually turn this into a business? What do I want to do with my website? And it could be pure out of hobby. Some people could just do it strictly out of a hobby. It doesn't have to be for money or for any of that. It can be strictly the fact that, you know what, it's just a hobby of mine and I just want to do it. But that's up to you to come up with what you want your end results to be. Whether it's like me, I finally decided to open up my Etsy store, so it's kind of like my website. I'm turning everything in a way into a business, because everybody that stumbles across my page could be a potential customer. Anybody who stumbles across my YouTube channel could be a potential customer. So it does go into a different area, you know, for me. But it started off as a hobby, and then it kind of went into, you know what, I want to open up my own Etsy store. I've been wanting to do it forever, and I feel like I have a great platform in which I can kind of put that out there. I can do that, you know what I'm saying? So it just kind of like, what do you want your end results to be? So all in all, or overall, that is some simple tips to start you off if you are interested in starting a blog. You just got to jump into it. Just do it and be consistent. That is the main thing. And be interesting, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to do something different. Don't be too boring or repetitive with your blogs. But just do it, put yourself out there, and be consistent. And I feel like, especially if it's a topic or something that you're passionate about, like I said, whatever you're passionate about, and you talk about it or you film about it or whatever it is, it'll come across on camera, and those who are interested and who like what they see, they will follow your blog. But all you can be is yourself. Put yourself out there, and like I said, be consistent. And yes, that is the word of the day: consistency. That was for me though. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful to the one who asked the question. I forgot your name, but I will leave it here. And hopefully this was helpful for anybody else that is watching this. If you guys have any questions, or if I missed anything in this video, you guys know you can always leave it down below, and I will answer your question, as well as make sure to go check out my website, www.unisaemarie.com, and check that out, as well as follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and go check out my Etsy store, www.etsy.com/shop/body care by Eunice, and go ahead and check out all my handmade body butters, body scrubs, etc., etc. And I also have a 15% off coupon code BCBE, body care by Eunice 15, and you can get 15% off on your purchase when you buy from my store. So yes, with that being said, thank you for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you in a later video. Bye.